Hey guys, it's Jennifer, and today, since I was already going to film a makeup video, I thought it would be fun to do an updated go-to foundation routine. This is full coverage. This is almost every bit of it is affordable. There is only 3 products in it. Well, that's 6, but you know what I mean. There's only 3 products in it that are not drugstore. So yes, I hope you enjoy it, and if you do while you are watching, please give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel. I will link everything I use. Linking things in the description box is way harder than I anticipated it being. So we're gonna try to keep on that track though. I will have everything linked down below that I use in this video, and I will also link my Instagram account down below so you can follow me on there and you can just see fun things happening in my life, new videos that are showing up. It's a fun time on my Instagram. So you guys head over there, but finish this video first. So I hope you all enjoy it, and I will see you here in just a minute. Enjoy. Alright, so I'm going to start by taking off my rings like always. Nobody's asked me yet, but the reason I don't wear my rings while I'm putting on my makeup is because I use a damp sponge and, well, my rings get gross. I used to never take off my rings, and now I pretty much always take them off. So let us start. Also, let's not talk about my nails. I've got to repaint them after this. So let's jump into this. Clearly this is going to be full coverage because this bad boy, it has been super dry and flaky, which is gross. And now it's smooth, but it's just hella red. So we've got to cover that up. I have some active breakout spots because it's just really fun being a girl. So let's go. I'm going to start by putting on a lip conditioner. This is the Blistex lip serum. I love this. It looks disgusting when you put it on, but like low-key, most beauty, like most skincare products do. So moving on. So I already have my face moisturized with my Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer, and I am a girl that always primes. Even on my no makeup days, this mug is primed. I have super large pores. I have really bad redness. I clearly have some texture to try to smooth out. And my favorite here lately has been the Urban Decay Optical Illusion. I have the baby size, and I've had it for like 4 months, and I'd like to say I'm making a pretty good dent in it. So part of my channel is trying out new stuff, but most of the time, if I'm just filming like an eye look or something, this is the face I am wearing in almost every video where my face is already done. When I start, this is the business. So we're gonna start. I use a lot, so let's not discuss that. And I put this over my entire face, including my eyelids, and I'm definitely gonna get that crazy spot. And I do take this down my neck a little bit. I ordered this in my like $700 that is embarrassing to say, in like my $700 Ulta haul, and I've been using it ever since. So this also came in that haul. You can see that I am making a pretty good dent in it as well. I do have to say I really like the Urban Decay products push themselves up, so you don't have that like awkward moment of like really trying to get it out. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Liquid Foundation. Mine is in 0.5. Fairly certain this is the lightest shade. If I ever forget to say a like face products like shade name, you can go ahead and use your better judgment and assume that I'm using the lightest shade. I'm a pasty patty over here. I always use the palest shade, almost always. So I am just gonna take this on my damp Wet n Wild Beauty sponge. I do not like beauty blenders. I prefer, this is obviously runny, I prefer the Real Techniques, and this is even cheaper than the Real Techniques sponge, so get you one of these. Yes, beautiful. I am just going to blend this out and down my jaw a little bit, and we will be right back. Alright, so now we are done. You saw that I only really use like a pump and a half of this, and it covers my entire face. Everything on my face is completely covered except for that little demon. There's a little bit of a shadow coming through, but to be honest, I think short of putting liquid latex over that sucker to like conceal the texture of it and then going through with paint, I am almost positive nothing's gonna cover that. So moving on from that, it is covering. My go-to concealer here lately has been the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I have mine in Fair Rose. I don't know if this is the lightest shade, but I ordered it online because, well, I'm ballsy. I order foundation and concealer online. This, I think, I like guesstimated online if this was going to match me or not, and well, I looked out and it matched me. I'm going to add this under my eyes and then just a little bit over that little face demon. I pretty much always highlight the center of my face. I hate that I do, but I do it. And then to add a little extra brightness, I'm going to take the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is in Fair 00. This is a stark ass white concealer, so I actually bought this with the intentions of using it. Wow, look at my pores shining bright. Anyway, I bought this concealer with the intentions of cutting my crease with it, which I do use it for that, but now I've started adding it under my eyes with my regular concealer to just add a little of coverage, just a little extra. So let's blend this out and then we'll be back again. Alright, so I'm done blending everything out. I think my sponge has died and gone to heaven. I did clean it before I started this video, but it just like wouldn't blend out like where I had put lines of the concealer on my face. It's not blending for you girls. So we switched to an F80 to finish it out, but luckily I do have another of those Wet n Wild Beauty sponges on deck next. So we're gonna try to finish out these last few steps that I really only need the sponge for one last step, and then it can die and go in my empties. So the next step I obviously do not do this foundation routine every day. This is more for when I am filming or getting pictures done or want to look extra done up one day. So if you're wanting to super chisel out your face, this is from Wet n Wild. It is just one of their makeup sticks, and it's in contour obviously, and the shade is Call Me Maple. Now I don't think this is the lightest shade. I do have a second one of this where I think it's called Oaks on You or something, and it is, I'm so happy I have a white vanity and a white marble desk mat over it. Oh, I make dumb decisions sometimes. Anywho, I do like this one. Is not nearly as cool tone as the other shade I have, but I like it on my skin tone. So I'm just going to, yes, add a little line right here. I do go over my nose just in the tiniest little amount. I hit up temples, and then I do a cute little squiggle right there. I know, we're cute. We're really cute today, I'm aware. I do not use my beauty sponge to blend all this out. I actually use the e.l.f. I don't like that e.l.f. stopped putting the names of their brushes on it. Why would you do that? That's a dumbass decision. Anyway, I think this is like it was like the Selfie Perfect or whatever. It's just a blending brush. I actually think they created it for foundation, but it's just a duo fiber little dome top brush, and I'm just going to blend this out quickly. It just helps me. Wet n Wild also has these little cream makeup sticks in blush and in highlight. I have one of the highlight shades, and I don't like cream highlight because I do my cream products and then I set my face with loose powder, and then I do my powder products on top, like my powder bronzer, powder highlight, and all that. So I feel like when I use a cream highlight, it just gets covered up. So I do not use it very often. But you can see the stick blends out just so easily, and I love it. And of course it's Wet n Wild, so it's just a few dollars. So recommend you get it. I do kind of feather this back into my hairline. I struggle so hard. Most of you know, I'm sure, that I am not naturally redheaded. I am actually naturally blonde. And when, God love me, when my roots start to grow out, it actually looks like I'm either going bald or that I have gray hair because my hair is so ashy compared to obviously the warmness of my red color that's in there. So, and most people, when they do their makeup, you know, they blend. Something odd is happening on my nose. We'll fix that. Anyway, most people blend like their makeup into their hairline, and then like bronzer goes into their hairline. And I was like, oh yes, that's a brilliant idea, because I'm sloppy as fuck when it comes to my makeup. So I almost always end up with makeup in my hairline. No, honey, if you have red hair, do not try that. The worst things happen. So moving on, next. I already have it open because I almost forgot about my cream contour, but I think this was the same in my old foundation video. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in 05 Fair. I just go ahead and smack some out into the lid, and this is the last step for this pore sponge. I do not bake. It does not work well with my skin. So I literally just get it on my wet sponge, and I use the sponge because it just helps to like smash it into my skin, I guess is a good way to describe it. So I literally, like, you can tell the difference. At least I can. I don't know if you can. Let me know if it's picking up on the camera. But I just load up my sponge and just go to town. This just, it makes me look like blurred out almost. I just love it. I just love it. So this sponge, either I did not clean it all the way, which is a really good possibility, or it's just dead. I've had it for a while now. I have drier skin, but I still set my entire face with powder, because even though I am dry, I do get oily on occasion around my nostrils. Not my T-zone, girl, my nostrils, and like my chin. So I always set my entire face, and I always add a little extra powder underneath my eyes. It makes me feel better about myself. So the next step in this process is to warm up my face. I am clearly very pasty, so if I skip this step, like on no makeup days, I used to not use this step and I look dead and or sick. So I already have on that cream contour, of course, which even though I have the powder over it, because it's not meant to be like shiny, you know, like highlighter, you can still see like the shadow of where I've put it. So now this is another pet peeve of mine. Wet n Wild doesn't put the name on their brushes either. I think this is actually the blush brush, because I know this is the actual bronzer brush, but I clearly don't use this one a lot. But we are going to bronze up our face a little bit. This is from Maybelline. This is the City Bronzer in number 100. It's a pale girl's dream. I bought this off of the recommendation of the Taylor here on YouTube. She is absolutely my favorite YouTuber, like hands down, and has been for a few years now. She has literally thousands, okay, maybe not thousands, but definitely hundreds of foundation reviews and wear tests and everything else on her channel, and she's just hella pasty and like edgy, and I love her. So pretty much every product ever that she recommends, I end up picking it up at some point. So I'm just adding a little bit of the bronzer to my nose to just give me a little sun-kissed look. I also add this where I put that contour and just blend it out a little bit extra. And then pro tip, and I normally do it with that cream contour, I don't really know why I didn't today, under my bottom lip, I always, yes, just a little bit. It makes you look poutier. I hate myself and every single joke I try to make in every single video. The last step of my like foundation routine is highlighter. I do not wear blush. Don't hate me. I do not wear blush on a day-to-day basis. I will randomly get a blush. For somebody that doesn't wear blush, my air conditioner's going. For somebody that doesn't wear a blush, your girl has several, but I honestly I don't like wearing blush. So moving on, last step is a highlight. This has hands down been my favorite highlight here lately. This is the Wet n Wild Loose Highlighting Powder. Yes, I got the name right. And this is in I'm So Lit. Now, these are, I think they're like $7. There is a unbelievable amount of product in here, and I have not once since I've had it for a few months, not once since I've had it have I dipped into this. I go off what's on the lid because this is one of those products where it's very easy to overdo it and look a little crazy. This is the e.l.f. highlighting brush. I don't normally use this one, but we're gonna go with it. And you do not need a lot of this product. Are y'all ready? I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but just trust the process that this is insanity. Can you all see that? Let me turn my light down and see if that helps. Can you? What? Friggity frackadle, I can't see anything in my mirror. Let me just turn this back up. Okay. This is just so pretty. The only complaint I have, which I have with almost every highlighter on the earth, is that this does emphasize texture, but I feel like any light reflecting product over problem area is definitely, okay, that might be a little extra, is going to reflect the light. That's what it's supposed to do. And when you reflect light, it's gonna emphasize your texture. I'm just gonna take a clean powder brush and just run over my nose because I went a little crazy. So you can wet your brush when you're using these highlighters. I have 3 shades. You can wet your brush and they somehow get crazier. Technically, this is not part of my foundation routine, but when I start a video and I don't have on my eye makeup or anything, I do always have my brows done. I do have a brow routine that is older. I will link it down below in the description box, but I have changed how I do my brow routine because, well, I buy way too much makeup. So I change up pretty much everything that could ever be changed up gets changed up. So I just spoolied out my eyebrows, and I, again, have blonde hair naturally, so your girl's eyebrows do not match this hair. They're too light, and of course I have sparse eyebrows. Before I start, Anastasia brow definer in Auburn, and then I go through it with a Morphe. You don't have to buy the Morphe one, honest, just any little eyebrow brush. And then I use the Rimmel Brow This Way sculpting kit, and mine is in medium brown. I just go in with the powder and fill them out in a little bit more. You'll see what I'm gonna speed through it, but you'll see what I'm talking about. And then the last step in my brow routine is to go through with a tinted brow gel. This is from Ulta Beauty. It's called the Brow Tint, and mine is in Auburn. Once again, it just adds a little bit of that red tint in there, and once again, sparse brows, so it makes it look like I have more going on up there than I do. I'm going to speed through this, and I will be right back. Alright guys, that is it for my brow routine, and my brow powder does give me some fallout, so I just get a big old fat fluffy powder brush and literally just sweep it away. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did while you were watching, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Like I said, I will link everything that I used in this video in the description box, and I will also link my Instagram so you can follow me there if you would like to. We're doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers, so it would mean the absolute world to me if you subscribe to my channel. I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm actually going to hop off of here, film the intro for this video, and then I'm going to film like a regular eye makeup video. So yes, that is it. That's it. Yes. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys. I totally just remembered I just got done filming the intro, and then I was like putting everything into my little basket to link it while I'm editing, and found another product, but I totally forgot my setting spray. I set my face before I do my eye makeup just so my mascara and shit don't be running across my face. And here lately, I hate it. I feel like Morphe has just been hammered into our brains. So I hate that I'm mentioning it, but only partly because this is actually a really good product. This is their continuous setting mist, and if you have not tried any of the Morphe setting, priming, whatever sprays, I recommend that you do. And currently, when I'm filming this on July 29th, on Ulta.com, the Morphe setting sprays are on sale too for $22, so you're getting them for $11. And the reason you should try these out is their aerosol. Ah, that's like the best mister on this entire earth. So let me set my face. And if you do not set your face, or you don't know why you should set your face, you should always set at least your powder, like face products, with a good setting spray, because it just, I'm trying to get close without getting too close, you know what I mean? But it just melts all of the powder together and kind of brings it down to where you don't look as powdery. Could I say powder one more time? It just melts everything down and makes you look more cohesive and just glowy and pretty. They also make setting sprays that aren't glowy. Obviously, they make them for matte skin. Well, if you want matte skin, I do own several of those, but this here lately has been perfect for me. So I'm sorry I forgot that.